Thank you for turning to 10, your news leader. 10 News Conference with Gene Valicenti continues right now.
Welcome back. Joining me in studios, URI President Dr. Marc Parlange. You told me you're in engineering. You just engineered a new 5-year contract for yourself. Congratulations on that. You like the place and they like you.
Yes, we love it, and Mary and I have to say it's the best job in the world is to be the president of the University of Rhode Island.
You have to remind us of your background a little later, because I know you were born in Providence and then moved to Connecticut, and then you've been on a world tour, so to speak, different continents and different countries. But let's talk a little bit about URI. You just told me before we went on, it's been a great year for URI, and you expect an even better year. Go ahead.
Yeah, it has been a simply wonderful year. There's been a lot of positive momentum. We were really pleased when the Wall Street Journal came out with their new rankings, and we were the #1 public research university in New England. And it really was good because it measured the values that we have. It looked at the success of our graduates, and we really stand out. But it's also been, I want to thank the voters of Rhode Island who supported Yes on 2, and we're going to build a new biomedical sciences building. We had an alum who really was committed to the university, and we got the largest $65 million gift ever to the university. So there's been special moments. And of course, look, our athletics this year have been remarkable, and our football team, what a record. We're starting women's lacrosse this fall, and our men's basketball are off to a very strong start.
Well, you're a good cheerleader. That's what you're supposed to do. I saw the news conference when that $65 million gift came in. It was an interesting turn of events regarding the whole family travel of that particular story, but you've got the money, and that's going to be spent over time, I believe?
It's an endowment, and so it will be much like we do with the Ryan Scholars and the Verrecchia Scholars. It's going to be a long-term support through the endowment for what will be the Schilling Scholars, and it will be for students that are studying some aspect of STEM at URI.
All right. Now, just listen, there's been other things in the news, too. I know you want to talk more about the surveys and the reports and where you land in that. By the way, do you put much stock in these U.S. News and World Report surveys? I know when it's good, you'd like to crow about it. When it's not so good, we don't hear it. And some colleges really don't want to cooperate anymore with U.S. News and World Report and things like that. Where do you stand on that?
So all the different surveys are extremely important. They're all different, and that's why I said earlier that we appreciated the Wall Street Journal, because it really measured things that we hold in value. We look at really our graduates and the success that they have afterward. And actually happy to talk about the U.S. News, because yes, indeed, 2 years ago last year we jumped 35 places in that. And one of the things that they started to measure now, they changed a few of the criteria, is they look at the quality of our research, and URI is a serious research university. We're expecting this coming year to be Research 1 ranked, and so I think these are all measures of just the momentum and the positive that we're having at URI.
You said you ranked high in public research universities in New England, so you would compare yourself to what, UConn, University of Massachusetts System, places like that?
UMass Amherst, UConn. So we were overall in the country, public and private, 84, 36 public universities.
All right. Well, you have some framework to measure that against. You were born in Providence, lived in Connecticut as a child, but then you started this whirlwind tour. You've served in several different countries, university systems, Canada among them, and then you came to us from Australia, correct?
That's right.
So how do we measure up against those other places you've been?
Well, I have to say, first of all, I'm a big believer in public universities and in public education and access, and we do incredible things at the University of Rhode Island. We just had a graduation this past weekend, commencement for our fall ceremony, so the end of the fall semester, and we are going to surpass 5,000 graduates from URI that have gone through the talent development program. This is a remarkable number of Rhode Islanders who came, who had college potential, but came from lower socioeconomic status communities in Rhode Island, did not have all the advantages, but they came here and look at the impact that they have had on the state and on the nation. So I would say we measure up in research world-class and in student experience world-class.
You're always, I understand you're always looking for more money to build more buildings, expand the campus. You need these things. You got to pay salaries too. What's the going rate now for a state student born and raised in Rhode Island wants to go to URI? What's it going to cost them?
The tuition is about $15,000. It's very important to also mention that last year we had about $150 million in terms of student aid. So that's actually one of the things that the Wall Street Journal honed in on and that made us jump up was the fact that our students graduate, but not with a lot of debt. And that was a very important piece for the Wall Street Journal.
$15,000 tuition. What about room and board if they want to stay with you?
It's, then it's on the order of another 15.
Okay, so 30 a year. So 30, 60, 90. It's still more than $100,000. However, many kids are going to get grant money and all kinds of loans and things like that. Yet some of them might be left with $50,000, $60,000. Is it still worth that kind of a debt to leave with?
Yeah, so the
By
university...
the way, my numbers are not correct. You know more.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of a ballpark. Am I about right?
No, it's actually for Rhode Islanders, access is very important. So for example, our students in talent development are not charged tuition. Okay, so that's very important. Each year we're having about another 350 students that come into talent development. We provide the wraparound services to help them to graduate. And we go student by student. Remember that our student aid has hit an all-time high, 150 million last year, and that's what we're expecting that to continue to grow next year.
But before we deduct grants and everything else, it's about 120 if you want to study and go there all 4 years?
If you pay fully.
Okay, and how about out-of-state students? You got a lot of people from New Jersey come in.
Yes, so out-of-state tuition is basically twice that of in-state tuition.
Okay, now you're up there 240. So now this is approaching PC in other places.
No. So that's
260.
That's the it's the tuition, but the room and board is the same for whether you're out-of-state or in-state. Yeah.
All right, but again, if I asked you again, is this bang worth the buck? If you're still going to come out of there, even after all your loans and everything else, you're going to come out with tens of thousands, perhaps on the hook for. You would say what?
I would say that, so I'm going to really look at the measure that the Wall Street Journal looked at. So they looked at the earnings of our graduates 6 months out of graduation, whether they were going to graduate school or they were in a job. So we have 95% of our graduates are in graduate school or in a well-paid job, and then they look at the earning of our graduates, and that's where nationwide we compete. And in New England, that's where we were number one public.
So as you and I chat, it's in-state tuition 15 across the board, room and board in-state another 15. So we're looking at 30,000 a year. If you're coming in from out-of-state, tuition is doubled, but board stays the same.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you add it all up. That's what it cost you 4 years. However, that's going to be attacked by grants and Pell Grants and loans and everything else. All right, Dr. Parlange, stay with us. We'll be right back. Another segment on 10 News Conference. Welcome back to 10 News Conference. URI President Dr. Marc Parlange is in with us for another segment. You and I were just tossing numbers around. Is there, if you want to put a finer point on my ballpark numbers, go ahead. But we're basically saying it's 15 across the board in-state, double tuition for out-of-state. And by the way, those out-of-state kids, they carry a lot of the bulk. They carry the freight. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I really want to emphasize that we do support our students. We make it really accessible. That's where these scholarships, the Ryan scholarships, the Varecchia scholarships, and now the Schilling scholarships are so important for our students. And it's been part of the DNA for 1968 at the University of Rhode Island to support Rhode Islanders through the talent development program. And again, those students pay no tuition. Unfortunately,
Before you came, part of the DNA has also been kind of a drinking culture and a little mischief in areas like Narragansett where the kids live. I'm looking at body cam footage catches chaos at Narragansett house party. 2 URI students arrested. You remember that headline. Do you have a handle on this? Sometimes it waxes and wanes.
So The vast majority of our students are incredible community members, and actually what was nice in those reports is that the neighbors all report that the URI students are great. We actually had a meeting this week with the Narragansett and South Kingston town councils. There's very good collaboration between our Vice President for Student Affairs, our Dean of Students, but also with our police chief. There's it's a safe campus, it's a safe neighbor, in terms of neighborhood community. And our students give back a lot to, really to the neighborhood and so forth, and the positive spirit. So I'm actually very proud of our students. There's a good culture at URI.
Well, how much do you allow for listen, they're going to school to have fun too. So they're not going to be studying 24/7. I went to school, I remember what it's like. How much do you allow for that? What's acceptable as far as drinking and partying and things like that go?
It's so of course we follow the rules.
Yes.
There's drinking ages and
but it comes with
so
it.
forth. But if you look at our students, it's incredible. We have more than 300 student clubs, and it's music, it's theater, it's sports, it's government, it's so many different things. And our students, they range economically from relatively poor to more wealthy, but many of them have jobs. Most of our students, more than 80% of our students, have internships. Many of our students have jobs to support their studies. So our students are actually quite busy. And then, of course, there is a great campus spirit. A lot of our students do take advantage of the fact of our proximity to the ocean. So surfing, sailing, kayaking, these kind of things are also very popular.
We've got about 3 minutes left. What is the ideal split for you? I want you to live on campus for an X number of years, and then I want you to go off campus. What's ideal for you, and do you meet that? What would you recommend?
So it's roughly the first 2 years, most of the students are living on campus, and then the long tradition is to live off campus, and the students like that, and to be closer to the beach and so forth. We are I think it's important to note that we are in the process now with a public-private partnership with Gilbane Development. So they're our development partner. We're going to be planning another 1,100 beds. So in the last 10 years, we'll have built more than 2,000 new beds on campus, and that's very important.
I had your counterpart in from Brown, Dr. Paxson, and I said, I don't think I'd want her job. She has to fight with everybody. If she wants to build something, she fights with the faculty. If she wants to do something, she fights with the kids. Look what she went through with the protests over Gaza and Israel. You, not so much on your campus. You kind of avoided what those Ivy Leaguers went through, but you still have to fight with everybody. Is that the academic way? When you want to get something done?
Yeah, so that's why the URI presidency is a wonderful position to be able to have. We actually work incredibly well between the faculty, the students. There's really a good cohesion. There are differences, of course, but it's quite positive. I feel that we are in a very special, and there's a feeling on campus that things are going up in positive ways, and the response has been incredibly supportive from student government to faculty government to the staff.
We should about a minute left, so quickly. The Brown Daily Herald had a story not that long ago. University employees donated 226 times more to the Harris and Biden campaign than Donald Trump. There is liberalism on campus. Would you say that's reflective of your staff as well? And why is that? And I'll give you the last word.
So I think if you look across our campus, we have students that supported Republican candidates, Democratic candidates, other candidates, independent candidates. I would say that we have a very engaged community. I look at our honors symposium that we had on the future of democracy the past fall. Just the participation from the community was good. So I think there's actually a healthy mix on campus, and I think that also is reflected in your earlier comment, what a positive environment we have.
Well, we'll hold it there on a positive note for you. Dr. Parlange, thanks for coming in. Congratulations on your 5-year extension.
Thank you
see
so
again.
much. Okay.
All right. That's 10 News Conference, your #1 longest running political show in Southern New England. Reminder, watch all of our interviews on turnto10.com. We'll see you on the radio and TV next week.